What's going on, peeps? My name is Skabbard, and welcome to a special edition of gameplay of Banished. Now, this game is old, and I love it. I don't care who you are. I'm 2 years late to playing it, but it just somehow escaped my grasps and escaped my noticing. So I've played it for about 10 hours now, just on my own. I've made a couple different little cities and towns and such, and I love it. I don't know what it is, but it's just fantastic. And we're just gonna play it. It's a city builder management game. I mean, it's as simple as that. But it's so well done. So we're gonna start a new game. And I want to do mountains because it's harder. I want you guys to see the difficulty in the game and the planning needed. So we're gonna do mountains because just mountains, it's really hard. There's not as much flat ground to do stuff on, so it makes it more difficult, which is okay. Let's see, terrain size, I want large just because I want it to be a big map, just in case this is a huge thing. I'm going to do harsh climate, so it makes it harder to be able to grow stuff, and it's harder on people because temperature changes affects how much they go through, how quickly they go through clothes and such. Disasters on, for sure. Now, disasters include fires, tornadoes, just disasters. You know, starting conditions, we're going to go hard. So you can do it easy. So it gives you 6 families, a large amount of clothing, firewood, building materials, and tools are provided. Homes and storage areas have already been built. Seeds for fields and orchards are available, as well as a herd of livestock. So that's, I mean, they already give you the ability to take care of yourself. No problem. Medium, they give you 5 families, which I believe is 2 parents and a child. I believe is how they consider a family. It may be different, but I'm not professional, but I've played it a little bit to where I know a little bit of what's going on. 5 families, some clothing, food, firewood, tools, and construction materials are provided. A storage barn has already been built. Some seeds for fields and orchards are available. So some seeds, storage barns already been built. You know, it's not the hardest thing ever, but it's not the easiest either. Hard is where it's at. A hard game begins with 4 families, so very small workforce. A small amount of clothing, food, and firewood and tools are provided. No seeds for farming are available. So we're started with nothing. With absolutely nothing. So let's just kind of Exportusville. I kind of like that. Well, let's just make this like we do all of our other games. Scabtopia. Yeah. That kind of sounds gross. My name being Skabbard and all. Scabs. See, there's a huge thing. I'll get into that in a second. Let's get, I like this seed. I don't really know what it's going to look like, but we're going to make it work. So Scabtopia. Skabbard. In case you guys aren't curious and don't know what the heck a scabbard is, a scabbard is like a covering on a sword or a gun. For example, a leather scabbard is basically like a leather scabbard for a gun is something that you like put on either like a 4-wheeler or a horse, and you put your rifle into it, attaches to the saddle or to your 4-wheeler or whatever, and it allows you to store it there safely. Anyway, it's just like a sheath is another term for it. They're similar. But I believe that a scabbard specifically is soft covering, not a hard covering like some swords have hard covers. Anyway, welcome to Banished. We have our people here. As you can see, they range from age 8 to age 14. But let's actually pull up. This is our UI. The UI is so awesome in this game. So what I like to do is I like to just show general statistics about the town. So this shows our resources and such, and the happiness and the average health and everything. And the weather, and the citizens, and if there's any needs that people have, they come up here. There are citizens without homes. And I like to have the job assignments up, and I kind of modify them all the time. So we have 8 laborers, which is the default. When someone gets of age, they become a laborer, and you can put them into different jobs, and we're going to go through those, of course, as we go. Now, there's a map that is great, but I'm not going to do much about it other than I see that there is a big river that goes through a couple lakes and some small rivers as well. So I can already tell what we're going to be doing when it comes to taking care. Let's just zoom out a little bit. So this is our immediate area. We don't have the time or resources to be able to kind of like decide where we want to be now. We have to kind of stick in this main area, which is okay. We're going to make it work. I think we can make it work with the area that we have. And I have the game paused right now. We have paths, screenshots, event logs. Don't care about event logs. We're just going to do this. So first thing we need is we have no wood, we have no stone, we have no metal to be able to build anything. And to be able to build homes, we need... So a basic wooden home is 16 wood and 8 stone. And that's one of the first things we need. However, even more importantly before that, people will live a good amount of time without home, but they will not live a good amount of time without food. So the first thing we're going to do is actually get a fishing dock. And if you've played Banished, you will notice that the area for this fishing dock is absolutely massive. The ring is the area in which fishing will happen. And I'll explain that just more in a second. But we need to click some wood specifically. So let's increase the size of this area. And let's turn time on. And let's kind of increase the speed a little bit to ×5. We can go up to ×10, but for the beginning part, we don't need to go that fast. So let's get a little bit of stone as well. Just kind of in the immediate area. And let's, what does this need? It needs logs and stone. So everyone's laborers, and laborers will, as it says, perform easy work such as clearing areas and moving produced goods to storage. So what we're going to do is just for right now, this will probably be moved. We're going to use a stockpile, and they're just going to put the resources they gather right there in that stockpile. We need to build get one builder, so the builder will chop down these trees. I should have put it in the open. That was my mistake, but we need those trees chopped down anyway, so it's really not going to be that big of a deal. So as you can see, we've now got some wood and whatnot's there. Now, as soon as the wood... Oh, come on. Chop down that freaking tree. Really? Is no one going to chop down that tree? Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to increase the priority. There's many ways of doing this, but I'm going to increase the priority of this building. In which case, someone should quickly come by, chop down that tree. Thank you, sir. And now the stockpile is usable. Now that let's get 2 builders, just build it quickly. And now that there's some wood in here, they will be picked up just as you saw, and it will be taken to this fishing dock. We need food. We cannot live long without food. We only have 1,200 food in this little storage cart, and it has a little bit of firewood, a little bit of hide, a coat for keeping warm, a little bit of tools, and a little bit of food. 1,200 food is 1,200 weight. Everything goes in weight units. That's just how it's measured. Okay, so we're already low on stone, but that's just because we don't have any anymore. So okay, now that has all the, what that means when it does that is that it has 60, so it has all the resources necessary. It just needs to be built. This ring is the actual fishing area. It is normally, let's close this, about this big. And how it works with fishing is however many, because it's all square based, right? I mean, these are all, like for example, let's pull a market out. Like there's just the squares, right? Everything's put on this little graph, and however many squares have water increases their ability to fish. And I downloaded a mod just to make my life a little bit easier that increased that a little bit. Call me a cheater if you will. It just makes life a little bit easier, especially in these hard modes. But I don't know. So we're gonna put 2 fishers on here, and they're gonna start fishing. And so what's gonna happen is that when they fish will pop up on this little deck here, and you'll see them come down here and start fishing. And as they fish, they will then, once they get some and their inventory is full, they will then take it to the storage cart, and that will work for now. We need to work on resource production and management of traveling. That's going to be what we talk about almost all the time. But right now, our dudes are still collecting wood. As you can see, there's little chopped down things here, and this will allow us to get more wood and a little bit more stone. So while they're doing that, let's do a little bit of planning. Not stockpile. We need a market. So what this market does is this yellow circle is the affected area. Now what that's going to be affecting is the ability for townspeople to come and use this market. And we want to build homes within this circle so that we can have it be the most affected. And out of simplicity, we're going to put it right in the middle, but we're actually going to pause it because it takes a lot of iron, a lot of stone, and a lot of wood. And we don't need that for now. what we will need. We don't need a barn yet because the storage cart will work as a barn for now. We need a couple homes. So I'm going to start a little suburb. And for ease, I'm going to start the suburb here in this mountain. So we need 4 families. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. And what these little arrows mean on the front of this house is that is like the path that people need to take to get in. So you can't build on top of somebody else's path, but you can put the paths together. So in the future, we'll put houses with the same path so they can just kind of walk in. It's a little suburb, you know, all the houses are together. So the builders are going to be doing that. We have 2 builders, 2 fishermen, and you see little fish have popped up on the deck here, and you can look and see how much they have produced. So already, and it's only been up for a little bit, they've already created 102 food. And this little guy will grab, well, that's just a kid hanging out of my. So they will grab the food, put it in their inventories, and then once their inventory gets full, they will actually take it to the storage cart. When people need food, they will go to the storage cart and eat it. As you can see, they're grabbing the potatoes that we came with right now. So I'm just trying to keep us safe and alive for now. Our laborers are still collecting wood and such. What we're going to need here in just a little bit is the ability to have firewood to keep ourselves warm. It's late spring now, so it's not too cold, but they're really pansies about the weather. look, there's little deer coming through. They're really pansies about the weather. So we're going to do a resource production and do a woodcutter. And a woodcutter's job is to, well, cut wood. He turns it into firewood. You can't just use straight logs for fuel. You have to actually turn it into firewood, which is cool. Which is okay. So we're going to give someone a job of wood cutting once that is done. So the laborers and builders will, through their lives and through their little systems that have been created and their AI, they will put materials on here. Like there's already 6 logs. There's now 14, 16. There's 1 stone. And the laborers and such will cut down trees and stuff that are in the way of this building, and the builders will actually come by and build the homes. The builders will also help bring materials, but once the little blueprint shows up, it's able to be built. The builders have to come. So there's a family that's already moved in, and the family is, and this is kind of weird, it's the male, the dad is 15, the mom is 15, and the daughter is 6. Do the math. They were 9 years old when they had that child, but this is not the 21st century. This is medieval times. Things are different. Now we need more stone is what I'm gathering. 4 stone. Does someone else have stone? I don't think so. So we need to immediately, quickly grab some more stones. There's some stone here. There's some stone here. So some stone there. Yeah, we'll just grab all the stone in the area. The laborers over time will grab all those. So let's just kind of keep going. Let's see how we're producing here. We've got 272 this current season. The current season's not over. It's summer now. So we're going to hope that'll produce enough food, and if we need to, we can throw extra people on the building aspect. We are low on food. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to throw a 3rd person on. Screw it, we're throwing 4 people on here. We need to survive, because if I screw this up, I'm going to be super pissed. So people have already moved in. Oh, and these years, they go... Oh, and they kind of keep food in here. That's why we're low on food, is because people put food in their houses. So we're not actually that bad. It's just that the potatoes available for the people that don't have homes is very limited. So are all these people in the same home? Okay, we have another adult. So someone... We used to have only 8 and... Was it 6? Okay, we're low on stone and low on firewood. That's okay. I understand that. We're building a fire chopping place as we speak. So both these places are ready for building. The builders... This is kind of an interesting system. The tasking system. Two builders are working total, and then on this specific building, 2 of 2 are working. So that's okay. This is going to be the building that's built first. This building will be built second. Well, actually, someone's already started working on it. So let's increase... Okay, so they're working on this one. Let's increase the speed just a little bit. Where are you? To times 10, just to get stuff moving, and we'll just leave it at times 10 for now and just kind of pause it when we need to make decisions. So this needs to be built. We have families going in there. We have storage cart with fish and potatoes in it. And the fishermen are just cranking out fish. And this is good. This is how we're going to survive at the very, very beginning. It's very nice that they put us next to the river. And there are other ways of gathering food. And we need to do other ways of gathering food because you need to keep people nourished. Malnourishment's bad. So this is almost done being built. And we're going to quickly put a fire cutter on there, and whenever you just kind of add a fire cutter, and you can do it here or you can do it down here. So let's just show you can put a wood cutter, and it will put one of one, and there's only one that's needed really to cut enough wood to make it worth it. We're gonna bring his fuel limit to actually 100, because they will stop producing fuel once I think to a certain point. Excuse me. It's time for a drink. Firewood's low. That's okay. That's to be expected. So right now, wait. I thought we had 4 families. What's happening? Who are you, dude? Who are you, Chancho? You are a male, a laborer. We need to build a 5th home, guys. I thought we started on hard mode. Did I not? Oh, well, we're just going to move right on and just continue. No, we were on hard mode because we didn't have... All we had was a storage cart. So we're going to put a 5th house. Let's see, is that... Yeah, that's the right spot. I like to keep things as gritty as in on the same grid as possible. So we had another person grow up. So as you can see, these people have already had a child. So we have 10 adults, 7 children. They've already had a child, and these guys have already had a child. So whenever they get in a new home, they seem prone to have children because they have privacy and they have space to grow. So we're going to build this new house here. And I think we're doing okay on food. We're at 1,000 again. Okay, it's now autumn, but it's snowing. Because sometimes it snows before it's winter, and it also snows in spring. For example, it's what month is it? It's April now, which is spring, almost summer. I'm in southern Utah, so it gets quite hot in here. Anyway, we went up to the mountains, and it snowed 4 feet randomly. It was just nuts. Okay, so this symbol means we've reached the production limit on wood. The production limit for this resource has been reached, which is okay. We need to start building some more stuff. We have nothing planned. One of our first goals is to get rid of the storage cart because it's not big enough. It barely holds anything. And we need to get this market built too, but we need iron for that. So what we're going to do is we're going to collect this iron. These smaller rocks are actually iron. So we're going to grab the iron in the immediate area. That'll be fine. We're low on stone. 77 stone, but we need 62. This will be fine. So we're going to unpause this, and they're going to build this. We have 10 tools left, and we have 3 clothes left. So, something else we're going to need to build. While they're doing that, I'm going to focus on our next area, and I'll show you what that is in a hot second. So we're going to build a bridge here, because we want to go across. Ooh, okay. Let's hope we have enough builders and stuff to be able to manage this. We should be fine on living. We have firewood. We have food. And that is the main priority. People all have houses. So we should be fine. So they'll just kind of work on their stuff. We're going to get the roads and bridges. Get a wooden bridge. Food is low, but it's not going to kill us. I think we'll be fine. A bridge right there will take 76 wood. 19 stone. Jeez, man. What do I hear? Only 52 wood. It goes only in the one direction. You can't like diagonal it, sadly. So you kind of have to pick and choose. 72, 18, 60. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Okay, let's put this bridge. Why not? Let's do it here. Right next to the fisherman. 60 and 15. Let's do that. So we have a wooden bridge being started. They're going to bring stone and they're going to bring logs to it. So this is already almost done. Okay, this is awesome. So what the market does, it allows you to employ vendors. And the vendors collect and distribute goods at the marketplace. We don't technically need it yet, so I'm not going to put my workforce into taking care of that yet. I'm going to leave laborers so that they can do their collecting stone and metal things. And we actually have quite a bit of metal coming, and we probably have a little 15 stone. We need to use that last 15 stone for this, and I think we're going to be fine there. We will need some more stone, though, afterwards. So once they finish building that, yeah, reserve stone is down, because I believe they're taking it here. Yeah, someone grabbed it, and I hope they're putting it here. Let's just hope. Alright, are we speed 10 still? Yeah, we're speed 10. So things are moving. Well, I'm pausing the game real quick. Unpause again. Let's just... When they get done with this, we'll have them grab stone. This metal... Has this been grabbed yet? No, that has not been grabbed. I'll save that for a later day. We have 5 laborers now, and now that we have plenty of people, okay, we have 4 fishermen, that's good. We need... What we're going to do is we're actually going to employ a vendor. And what he's going to do is he's going to focus on gathering things from here to put from the storage cart and put into the marketplace. As you can see, there's already iron and fish. And he's also going to focus on gathering stuff from the fishing dock. And they're already, previous season, they made 2,300 food. That's awesome. We're already low on tools. Okay. This is bad. No, he just doesn't have a tool. But there's 6 tools here, and he can grab one because it's the marketplace. You gonna grab a tool, bro? Okay, he's got a tool. So we have 5 tools. So we have to actually look into that. And we have to look into some production of... Oh, we don't have any wood. That's our problem. Oh, man. Okay. Let's grab some more trees. Let's just harvest all these. We have no need for these ones, I believe. You'll see more of that in the future. So all these guys are now working. They're working hard, doing their thing. There's stone here we can grab. I didn't notice. So that's good. See if there's any more stone hiding in the immediate area. We can just have people grab. Okay, that looks like it's it. Because we're low on stone, we're low on wood, and we need to build this bridge to be able to get a more open area. This is, to me... Oh, look at that big area. We're going to do a lot of stuff in here. That's good. But should I go up here and do it instead? Because it's closer. Huh. Quite a bit of iron. And the iron is being brought to the marketplace because iron will be used for a blacksmith. What are you complaining about this time? Logs. Logs. Okay. That's fine. So the bridge. I'm actually going to pause this bridge. I've changed my mind. We are going to focus on moving up here. The market goes to about here. Logs. Logs. Okay, we're going to stop production real quick. Stop moving. Let me plan a little bit. We are going to build, create, where are you? It's under food. A hunting cabin. These people will hunt for food in this yellow area, which is just stupendous. Market comes to about there, so I'm going to... Oh, there's a little hill there. Okay, okay. We're going to make this work. See, the mountains cause issues because you just can't build everywhere. You have to kind of like live in the areas that it allows you to do so. We're going to turn this whole area into a hunting place. But what we're going to do first, because what I care more about is the placement of my Forester's Lodge. The Forester Lodge plants and grows trees. They plant, collect, and grow trees over time, so I don't have to just like tell everyone to do it all the time. So they will do it on their own. So I'm going to place it there. It'll grow trees. It'll grow trees and cut down trees in that area. I mean, well, they're pretty low on trees, but they're going to make it happen. They will also collect resources that are, you know, iron and stone in their spare time, because they're in the way and it will give more room for trees to grow. And next to that, it's right there, I will place a hunting lodge, hunting cabin, rather. Is that the same path there? Yes. And then on the opposite side, I'll put a gatherer's hut. And these gatherer dudes will focus on gathering resources like roots and mushrooms and things that you can eat. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause the Forester Lodge because it's important, but not as important as the other ones. I'm going to pause the hunting cabin and prioritize the gatherer's hut. Cool? Cool. We can build roads here in a bit, but I'm not focused on doing that yet. So they're putting logs here. I pause it because I don't want them to do that, but they're still doing it? That's unfortunate. Okay, we're going to have to cut down more trees in the meantime. A lot of this game is also trial and error, trying to figure out what the heck's going on. Each game is a little bit different. So that has now, in a second, all the resources, and it will be built once I unpause it, which is fine, I suppose. But what I really want is for someone to come up here, build this. So it needs to have 7 trees removed, and it needs to have 30 logs, 12 stone, all that jazz. So we actually have 30 logs now, and we have plenty of firewood, so it's not using up all of our logs. The reason we put this fuel limit is so they don't use all the logs more than we need them to. And I don't know what the ratio is between log, how many logs per fuel is created. So I don't know if it's like 1 log per 2 fuel. I haven't looked that up, and it hasn't. Oh no! I have 2 bridges. Why do I have 2 bridges? This is stupid. No wonder I'm low on. Oh no, I didn't mean to. Okay, I've got an expensive wooden bridge there. And that wooden bridge. I thought I paused it. It shows the paused button. Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay, so what I'm going to do actually is I need to demolish it for reasons. And you're going to see that in the future. Oh man, that's so unfortunate. I don't want the bridge. Don't want that one. I want this one. So my laborers are gathering the stone and stuff that I told them to earlier. And oh, it's just so unfortunate. Oh, it's so unfortunate. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have them demolish this. Let's put 2 builders on. Okay, that'll be demolished. Some of the resources will be taken back. Is there anything else over here that people are building? I mean, I want them to come up here and build this. This is what I really want. I'm going to increase the priority because I can control that on this building right there. We are low on food. Got it. I'm working on it right now. I'm working on getting you a food place. Just help me. Oh, man. Okay, so this... all of the stuff's being put in here. That's good. We're low on tools. Oh, we need tools. Bad. Maybe if we can just survive on this fish for now, we should be fine. Tools allow people to work faster. We have too many builders now. We have a builder going up here. We've had some people chop down a couple more trees. That's what he's doing. Now, if they don't have a tool, they just work slower, which is not what we want. A couple more builders going up there to do things. So also, while they're doing that, I'm going to work on building a blacksmith, which I will put here, attached to the market next to the stockpile. And I will also put a tailor. And the tailor's going to be... just put you next to each other, why not? 2 tradesmen next to each other, working together, why not? If they are close to this whole area, there's less movement for them needed to be able to get more work done. So if they quickly take their resources to the stockpile, or to the market, or to a storage barn, which I will make, which will replace this storage cart, which will be good, then that'll be awesome. So this just needs 6 more stone. It's pretty far away, but it needs to be. That's okay. This will allow me to build up my area and not impede this. This area will be here permanently. So this now just needs builders to come build it. And it's cold. And the people are learning out of tools, and people have no leather. Clothes to keep them warm. It's early spring, so this is a good time. We've now moved on to spring. We can keep on moving forward. This is almost done being built. I will put 2 gatherers in here. But then I'm going to need this hut to be, this hunting cabin to be built super fast. Because I need leather. Leather comes from... we're going to put 2 gatherers in there for fun. They will gather resources and also gather food. They will then bring the food here. And we will work on making them more productive by putting storage barns near them later, but not yet. So logs have been placed here. Stones still need to be placed here. Laborers and builders will do that. I believe they are... they removed those, so it just needs its resources to be placed there. We have logs and stone. What is this guy doing? Is he gathering? Okay, yeah, he's a gatherer. So as you can see, so there's no storage area here, so that they have to run all the way back to town, put it in the storage cart, and then run all the way back to continue their work. And we're going to work on making them more productive. But that's just not yet. Not today. And the market guy, you see him running back and forth between the cart and the market because he's supplying the market with everything that it needs. Oh, there's a second wooden bridge here. That's why. I meant to right click and not left click to do all this stuff. So we're going to demolish this building, remove structure. It will no longer bother us. Okay, that makes more sense of why it was being weird. I've never seen that before because usually I'm pretty good about that. Pretty good about not being stupid. So just as a note, as we have given these people homes, they have had children, and these children now need food. They actually just had a baby. That's good to know. Some of their kids have grown up and they're now working citizens. At age 10, they become adults, technically, which means they can work and they can make more children. So as we create more children, we have to create more food to be able to support the growth. As is life. This makes me think of city planners in our day, having to manage water, food, all that jazz. Well, so we have people wandering through the woods, bringing materials here, specifically stone. I believe that each person can carry up to 6 stone. This Forester Lodge will need that, but not yet. Oh man, we need more stone, don't we? Ooh. Okay, let's stone here. In the near future, we will have all this resource production in line to where we don't have to manually tell them to do this. Like, we can build a quarry, a mine, which will get iron and coal. And coal is used for heating and or making iron instead of just, or steel instead of iron, so it makes better tools. And then a quarry is used to get stone from the ground. But that's not yet. This will happen soon. Now we have 3 laborers, so we have 3 extra people doing stuff. This is actually good that we're building the blacksmith first. This will allow us to put a blacksmith on here to, well, make tools. So it's good that this is being built. Our time is still at 10 times. We're moving very quickly. The fishermen are not as productive. They used to get 2,000 per season, but now they're only getting 1,800 because they don't have tools. And as is life, if you don't have tools, doing everything with your hands, sometimes it's a lot harder. So let's grab... Stone's already being snatched up. Grab this stone here. Also, we're going to want to steal all the stone from here as well. Because the more stone and iron that isn't here, the more trees can grow, the more space trees have. You know, we're just kind of doing a mass grabbing of materials all around in the immediate area. Specifically stone. So this is being built now. Do we have a blacksmith that's completed? Okay, so we are going to make iron tools because we don't have coal. We have iron and wood, log. We're going to hire a blacksmith. He will then make up to 50 tools. I'm going to lower that to 30 tools because we don't need that many right now. We don't need to overproduce so that we can trade. We just need to make a plenty to where when he fills up, he can become a laborer temporarily. Because that's what happens. When they run into stuff to do, they become a laborer temporarily. So he is producing tools. He already produced 2 of them. The market guy will grab them, take them here, and then we're going to slowly see this market, or this tool symbol go away. And that's all the time I have today, folks. Before we leave, we're going to put 2 hunters in here. And they're collecting roots and berries and stuff. And so, with that, I'm going to let them build the Forester Lodge now. And we'll eventually build a road out there. But thank you so much for hanging out with me, guys. If you liked what you saw and you want to see more Banished, don't forget to subscribe and like the video. And until next time, guys, I will see you later. Thank you.